As grades have just been released in the UK for GCSE, what I wanted to do was to use Claude Code to compile grade boundaries for my individual years. And what I did essentially was I gave the AI two files, the grade boundaries for the overall and the grade boundaries for the components. In this window here, essentially what I did is I asked Claude Code to compile the information from one of the GCSEs into a CSV file, which it did in this. Now this is something that I could have done very easily, but the time it would have taken me would be a lot longer than what an AI could do. So I just wanted to give you an example about how I'm doing this. So in each of these folders, I've got two different files. They're the overall grade boundaries. So this is the individual GCSEs and the grade boundaries. And this one goes into more detail about each of the components. So basically what I wanted the AI to do is to gather up the overall grade boundaries and then the different components and put them into a CSV file. So this was the sources that I'm giving the AI, and this is going to be the outcome. And again, this is something that I could do. It's not that difficult at all, but it takes time. So I just wanted to show you how I'm doing this within Claude Code and go back up to my conversation and to just show you how I'm doing this. So in the first instance, I'm directing it to the actual folder. And then again, I just say, there's two PDFs in here. They're for grade boundaries, the overall grade boundaries, and the different components. And what I want you to do is basically just to compile this information into a CSV file. So very, very clear. I said that we've done this before with our A-level folder, which is over here. Now I've given it this really simple command. It's just gone into the folder and it's just looked at the grade boundaries. So as you can see here, it's just gone through all this stuff and yep, it's done everything else. Now, on that note, what it did is it created this file, but it had these extra columns I didn't want and these extra rows. So I just said, get rid of this for me, and it did. So now that it understood what exactly that I wanted for the 2025, I said, okay, now what I want you to do is go into the 2024 one. So it did the exact same thing. This was the first one, and this was the next one here. So all I want to do in this video really is just show you how I'm doing this and to give you this in real time. So the 2023, again, I've got two files. This is my overall grade boundaries, and this is the individual grade boundaries. And what I'm going to ask the AI to now do is to take the information from these two and create a CSV file, etc., etc. So here we go. So here's my prompt, very, very easy. And let's just see what happens. So what this should do is it should go, and I'll just show you this in two different columns, and you're going to see it updating itself. It'll create this CSV file, which you'll see in a few minutes. And I just wanted to show you what Claude is doing over here compared to what's going to happen within my, my folder here. So right now what it's going to do is it's going to read these two files, and it's going to look at the GCSE music, and it's going to compile this. And as you can see, what it's done is that it's compiled this information. As you can see over here, it's now taken that that information and then created this new CSV file. So yeah, perfect. All successfully done. So let me just have a look at this and just see if it's right. So go into the CSV file here. Yeah, and you can see that it's giving me the overall subject here and the different papers here, as well as these. So I'm just going to make sure that this is done properly. Let me just look at the first one. So overall is 170, 159. Yeah, so here it is. So 170, 159, 148, 134, 134, so 121, 121, 108, 86, 84. So yeah, it's done it. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so now that you sort of understand what I'm doing, let's just do this once more. So this is going to be now for the 2022. Same thing, I got my two PDFs for my grade boundaries. And all I'm going to say to the AI now is, okay, great, let's now do it for the 2022 or something like that. So hopefully that what the AI is going to understand is the context about what I'm talking about here. And it won't sort of like stumble because I wasn't very clear about what I wanted. So for this one here, it was quite clear about what I wanted, the grade boundaries in the CSV file. Whereas this one here, I'm just going to see if it actually does anything. What we should now see is that it'll read these two PDF files. It'll know what I'm talking about. And hopefully what it'll do is it'll create this CSV file. Okay, so what it's just done is it's just read these two files. The CSV file has now been created. And as you can see, that Claude Code is still sort of going through the CSV file and writing these. And as you can see, it's created this file. So again, this is nothing that I couldn't have done. I could have done it, but it wouldn't have been completed in this short time. So yeah, that's quite cool.